behind. They're all fired up. What we got to do? First place, our defense has got to go out there and take the ball. And when we get the ball, we got to have 11 people that's going to do their job and try to score every time you get the football. If we do that, we'll be all right. Do that, we'll be all right.
Put a smile on my face.
Ooh-wee, here we go again. It's weekend time. All right, I hope everybody had a good work week. Everything went lovely for you. We're going to get this show started kind of early tonight and get into some other things for you guys. So let's head on up there to Denison, Iowa, and grab old Mr. William Bryant. Come on in, bud. Sometime today.
So I want everybody to think here for a second. How much does this game mean to you? Because if it means something to you, you can't stand still. You understand? You play fast. You play strong. You go out there and dominate the guy you play against and make the damn quit. That's our trademark. That's our MO as a team. That's what people know us as.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Roll Tide, roll, baby. I know I'm not him, but I'm doing the best I can.
Oh, yeah.
Live from the CTS Sports Room, it's Friday night. Rolling with a Tide extended.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you, brother.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had that marker over your name too long, and it acted like it froze up. I'm trying to get you on. Don't do me that way.
Happy birthday to Jeff Stapleton. Man, I wish I could see you 51 again, too.
I ain't got to see it yet. I ain't got to see it. Ollie's over here in just a minute.
Yes, sir.
So is his birthday?
I think so. I think so from what I'm seeing in there.
And he's 72 now?
You might get a whooping from him. I don't know.
Hey, it's been a long time since I got a whooping from an old man, but I'm due.
We're
all right, let's
go. Meet me, you both. So.
Probably.
Love to have y'all, all of you in the chat. Roll Tide, go ahead.
All right, let's get that man from down there at Muscle Shows. Oh, Mr. Deuce, Alabama Tide, come on in.
He's not going anywhere. Doesn't just roll out great players. He and his staff develop them. It's all about the process.
Hey guys, Roll Tide. Good morning, Mr. Ice. Good afternoon, Icebox. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing very well. Any more of me? There'd be 3 of me.
We couldn't handle that.
No.
Yeah. Roll Tide to the whole chat room there. Brenda Banks, Jeff Stapleton, Bobby Sprinkle, Tammy's out there, Stephen Hicks, Little Joe, Jeff Stapleton, as I said. All of you. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I love you, man. I'm glad you're here. Roll down Tide. Go ahead.
Yep, it is his birthday. Happy birthday, Jeff. Glad to hear it. 51. Man, what I could do if I was 50. 51.
All right. Roll Tide from me.
Oh, baby.
Yes, sir.
6-0. Glad to see you in there, big man. Glad you're around. Miss Tammy Sprinkle, Stephen Hicks, all y'all, Brenda Banks. Thanks for showing up, guys.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. So what you guys got going on tonight?
We're going to be talking about, start out with the 2018 championship game against Georgia. We all know about that one. Pretty much first half was uneventful for us because we really didn't come out playing like we normally would. We done pretty good for as bad as we were. At halftime, the score was 13-0, and we'd made mistakes and uncharacteristic, shot ourselves in the foot and just creating all kind of mistakes. But I got news for you. We had all kind of freshmen playing on that team that night. I didn't think about it till I got to looking at this time. We had our starting guard Cotton was out. Our right guard, I think, is where he played. Hassenauer started for him, and then Jonah Williams, our best lineman, got hurt early in the game, and named Latham, I think is what it was. He come in for him at the halfway through the second quarter, I think it was. So we had two freshmen playing offensive line against Georgia nearly about the whole entire game. We wound up with Bozeman, Hassenauer, Pillsbaker. Of course, Jonah got hurt, and then Womack was in there. So then when Jonah Williams got hurt, like I said, old boy come in and took over for him, doing good. But we that first half we couldn't make any adjustments right in the first half because we couldn't get going with I forgot his name now.
Don't ask me. I'm on that shit. So go ahead.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank big time right now. Number 2. What was his name? Icebox quarterback.
For who?
For Alabama.
Quarterback?
Yeah.
For us?
Number 2?
Yeah.
That was Jalen Hurts, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Jalen Hurts. I drew a complete blank on him for some reason. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, Jalen was a true freshman that year and led us all the way to the championship game. And everybody knows, as I do, the first half he was just struggling, and Georgia was playing him up tight and wanting to make him, play pass coverage. And they were just struggling, just strangling our damn running ball. We couldn't hardly move the ball on the entire first half. And that's why Nick Saban is the GOAT. I don't know why, because he's the hard calls. He calls nobody else wants to make. So he told him at halftime, he told old Tua Tagovailoa, said, "You're going to be starting second half." And they asked him how come they switched quarterbacks. He said, "Well, we needed to throw the ball." And he thought that Tua could do a better job at throwing. And, of course, the rest is history. And he comes in the second half, and we're down 13-0. He brings us down the field, makes it 13-7, pretty damn quick as far as what we've been doing the whole first half. Papanastis had missed a field goal in the first half. I forgot a little short-range field goal, hooked the hell out of it, and he just couldn't do much with him. When his nerves were shot. That D-line played a hell of a game in the first half. Like I said, they just couldn't do much more than what they've done. Anthony Jennings got hurt, and Terrell Lewis had to come in. He wound up with 3 sacks in the game. Minka Fitzpatrick, well, you know how good he is. He was playing hurt. I didn't know that, but he was playing with a flak jacket because he had hurt his kidneys in the previous game. So, like I said, at the end of the first half, it was 13-0. We wasn't doing anything on offense. We were dead. And so, of course, Jerome Payne was showing out the whole first half. If it weren't for him in the defensive line, we'd been way out of the game by halftime. But that game was in Atlanta. As we all know, that's more or less a Georgia home field game. It's in their damn state, and they got mad at us back when the SEC championship game was in Birmingham. Y'all remember that? They all raised hell. And now the championship game's in Atlanta, and nobody said a damn thing about it. So anyway, Tua starts second half, and he brings down, we score real fast, and Pruitt made some adjustments second half, and that's why Golden is gone. He cannot make adjustments, period. He just could not do it. So he made second half adjustments against it. And with the exception of one big pass right after we scored to make it 13-7, Fromm threw a pass, I think it was to Calvin Ridley's little brother, Riley. And they made it back 20-7 at that point in time. After that, it was all Alabama until that was overtime as Alabama went on down the field and scored a couple of times and tied it up. But the Tua, just to be as special as he was, when he changed the whole thing at 8:52 in the third quarter, he come out hotter than hell, just letting him fling and fly and be making mistakes to freshmen, guys. We all know he wasn't perfect, But he throws an interception right after that touchdown, and that's why I say. And then Georgia come back and made it. Let's see, 13, 20-7, and then Raekwon Davis. Right after he threw a bad interception, Raekwon Davis had the ball. If you remember, Fromm was dropping back trying to throw the ball, and right as he started throwing, he got hit another lineman in the helmet up there, and Raekwon Davis intercepted it for us and ran it back about 30 yards before he brought the big bastard down. You know, Raekwon was about 305 himself. So he brought the ball back, and we got the ball, and we wound up tying it up right before the game was over. We all got down there and kicked another field goal, tried to kick another field goal, which would have gave us a win. You remember about 3 seconds ago in the game, they're at about it's about 36-yard extra point. I mean, what it equals out to about 36 yards, and he hooked it bad left. But during that time, if y'all remember, Mickey Brown is a linebacker. He got in trouble. He punched a Georgia player, and the coaches got on to him. He actually went after one of the coaches on the sideline going to punch him and tried to hit the coach. And he wound up transferring out of there. The next year, he was gone. During that time, Kyrick McDonald also was a defensive back for us.
What was his name once again? What was his name? The one that tried to punch the coach?
Mickey Brown, Mickey, M-E-K-K-H-I, Mickey Brown or something like that.
I remember that. Sure did. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's okay. They also had a kid pass out on the sideline. They never played. His name is Kyrick McDonald. He just clashed for some unknown reason. They remember they didn't stop the game because he's on the sideline, but you could see him on, putting him in an ambulance and taking him off. They never come back and told what exactly what it was that happened to him. And I don't know if he ever played another down or not. I can't remember. I didn't know. I couldn't find out if he did or didn't. Maybe somebody in the chat room knows something about it. If you know something, guys, pull it up and let me know. But Najee Harris come in, and he was a difference in the running game. He was a hot hand. He is a guy that's giving the ball to. And again, there's another true freshman playing. He's a true freshman quarterback, a true freshman tailback, a true freshman wide receiver, and Devontae Smith. He's in there. And of course, Gary Judy and all of them are in there. And then with 3:49 to go in the game, Tua throws a touchdown to Calvin Ridley, to tie the game. And here's what pissed me off. We hold them to 3 and out. Like I said, and we get the ball back and we drive down the field. And about 3 seconds ago in the game, we kick a field goal. And y'all remember, he hooked the hell out of it, hooked it left. His nerves were just all over the place. And I mean, I can kick that good. Papanastis was the guy's name. God bless his heart. I'm sorry, kid. You just couldn't take the pressure. But if it wasn't for the overtime throw that Tua made Devontae Smith, this game could have been called Night of the Freshmen because we had freshmen guys out the ass. I mean, Tua was in there, Ruggs was in there, Najee Harris was in there, Leatherwood, that's who it was, not a Latham. Leatherwood played for Jonah Williams when he got hurt. Leatherwood come in. Devontae Smith was in there, and then, of course, the snapper on the field goal, he was in there. He's a true freshman. We had freshmen just running around every damn where on that team. And something I won't never forget. And before I go, I mean, we all know what happened. He took the sack in the second and 26, and then on second and 26, he just dropped back. He looked to the right, got the safety to move over about 4 or 5 yards to the center and turn and humped it back down the sideline to Devontae Smith for the touchdown. If it wasn't for that second 26 score, that could have been called a night of the freshman because it was they played a hell of a part, and then the next man up, and that's what we did. Every time we did that year, somebody got hurt. We just brought somebody in. At the end of the game, Chris Fowler was talking, and I forgot it, and I watched this. I heard him say it. And Chris Fowler, is that TV in May up? Yeah, it's up there. Chris Fowler, you motherfucker, you said that whenever he took over the team, Saban took over the team, he inherited a laughing stock at Alabama, a laughing stock. I mean, and that just absolutely, I got so damn mad I couldn't sit around there and just sit on my hands because, I was ready to throw something across the room and break something. I absolutely hadn't, lost my cool. But, and this is years after the fact it done been done. But anyway, we went on and we scored a touchdown. We all know we won it, and that's where your lead is in. talk about if it means something to you, you can't stand still. You got to do something about it. So we went on and won the national championship that year with Tua coming in the second half. And if he hadn't come in the second half, guys, I don't think Icebox or William, or anybody in the chat room, I don't think we'd won that national championship that year because Tua had a hot hand and Jalen was just struggling. But I'm going to tell you something. The first man out there after Tua come in through that first touchdown pass, first man out on the field was Jalen Hurts. Shaking his hand, hugging his neck, telling him good. And that's why every Alabama fan, I don't care if the kid played at Oklahoma and graduated, left Oklahoma and went to the pros, every Alabama fan still claims Jalen Hurts is our own, and we love him to death. Ain't a person I think can say anything bad about Jalen Hurts unless you're for Georgia or some other ball club.
Yeah. Well, that was definitely a game changer because everybody could see first half how it went, and halftime we was 10-0. We was 10-0.
13.
13, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. 13. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's 13.
Well, as you know, I'm on the shit. So yeah.
That's okay, brother. I mean, just speak it. You're good with me. You know that anytime.
You know, I just started my second glass, so that's how much you got left there. So.
That second glass to get that tanked up, won't it, big man?
Ooh, doggy. But yeah, you're right there. That's to me, that was an epic game. I mean, as close as it was, it's 26, 23 to me, because before we scored that, it was 23-20.
Well, that started. We started off 13-0, went 13-7. It was 20-7 before we really started just down and making adjustments. So yeah, it was 20-7 third.
Yeah, we tied them up 20-20, and that brought us into overtime.
Yeah, we missed.
And when we went into overtime, they did theirs. They did a fucking field goal. Okay, whoop the fucking goddamn do. We win a goddamn fucking field goal. Woo, woo, woo. We got the game won. Alabama can't do shit. Look at them.
I couldn't kick a field goal for shit.
Yeah, go ahead and tell them what happened, though. What happened there? At 2nd and 26, go ahead and tell them. Tua could have left it up to, hey, I'm new. What's this here? But what did he say? He had faith in his freshman. His freshman. The same guy that didn't he not room with him? I think he did. I don't know.
I think you're right. I think he did room with him.
Okay.
I think
he
said,
hell yeah. I'm going to throw it to number what?
Number 6.
That's right. I'm going to throw it to him.
Devontae is a true freshman. He when you burst on a scene like that, we should have known he was going to be special. Both of them, true freshmen. Both of them won the game.
And I don't know if they did they. Y'all can help me. Even I suppose you tell me. Did they not huddle before that or not? Did they or not?
I remember
for what?
I know he got tackled behind the line because he was way back there. Pretty much, almost put him at a field goal range. Almost.
Yeah,
but we didn't need a field goal when you got an arm like Tua.
No, but you remember when Georgia first got. Go ahead.
What do you remember? What yard line? I don't want to put you on the spot, AT, but you remember what yard line that was that he was on? He was way back there, man.
Well, 2nd 26 after taking the ball, 25, and he lose 16 back about the 41-yard line. Maybe is where the ball was spotted at, and he's probably about at the 46-yard line. There's about a 40-yard balls in there, about 40 yards, because he caught it about the 5-yard line and just strolled on in.
Hell yeah, that's the main goddamn thing to this old boy. And as I said, I'm on number 116 right here. Rare fucking breed. I advise it there if you want to get fucked up. This is what you need without throwing your damn chair over and puking all night. That's what you get.
But before we got the ball in overtime, Georgia got it first. They lost the toss, and so we took the defense first. And on 3rd down, if you remember, Fromm got sacked all the way back to about the 36-yard line himself, and that field goal kicker they had, I can't remember his name. He kicked about a 44-yard field goal, to go up by 3. And they just returned the favor when they sacked our quarterback. But we had a good enough quarterback. We could throw the ball downfield and score the touchdown. But the biggest thing about it all, you got to remember, guys, that was a couple years before when Kirby Smart got the job. He took a picture of our recruiting class and went and showed Fromm that we had Tua Tagovailoa on there rated higher than him. And Fromm at that time was committed to us at Alabama. And Kirby Smart, I don't know who they are, but he showed him a picture showing that they had him ranked higher than Fromm. So Fromm was committed to us. He decommitted us and went to Georgia. And then we got Tua Tagovailoa. I can't ever say his name. We got Tua in his place, and then here they are both playing in the championship game that year. And you can't write a better script than that.
That's right.
What's the best thing you remember about that ice box, if you don't mind, besides that second 26? Do you remember anything in particular that stood out in your mind about that?
You mean there was more to the game than that?
There you go. That's what I'm saying. That's what we all remember, brother. It's hard to remember that game. The only thing everybody sees in the back of their mind's eye is that pass from Tua to Devontae. Linda P's in the house. Hello, Miss Linda. Go ahead.
Before y'all continue on, how many days we got?
How many days you got, Mr. Williams?
We got, I'm on that shit, okay? I think we got 23. And we don't have a jersey number for 23. I'm wearing 44 because, that's from a movie, Forrest Gump. So, Forrest Gump, go ahead. That's all I know. 22 tomorrow night, if I spots will let me. We got we got a few on that. We got a few on 22, so.
Roll Tide Rise Up says he can't talk. He's driving. He can't chat. He's driving. Well, that's
okay.
Pull over the side. Pull over the side. And talk to us, man.
Be safe, man. You got a destination. Get to it, and then do it. That's what I say. But,
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let's see. Steve Hicks asked a question. Do y'all remember when Bama made Tebow cry? Well, back in still UGA QB, we're going to make his punk ass cry also. Amen, Mr.
Yeah.
Amen, Stephen Hicks.
Big
boy. I'm right there
Roll
with
Tide.
you.
Roll Tide, little P. Yeah, I love that. That was my night of football. If I could watch that over and on a loop, I'd watch that on a loop over and fucking over again. I would. I'm glad you got MA up there, brother. Yes, I would watch that over and over and over again. Where that fucker going, I failed you, goddamn fucking Florida. I fucking failed you, goddamn. I'm sorry, goddamn. On the field, I loved it. I love that. That's what they did before. That's right. Well, we fucked them up, motherfuckers. And look, Jogga, you are on the list, brother. You are on the list.
Get them.
You're going to get it. Trust me. I know I'm on this shit. 116, I know it. But you are on the list. You're just a has-been. Okay? You're a wannabe. You ain't us. You don't have 18. You do not have 18. But we do. Yeah, I'm in the back pass. Yes, I am. But what did Barry Bryant say when he came along? What did he say? He said, and that's what the title of this damn thing, here's the tradition continues. Yes. What did Barry Bryant say in 50, whatever it was? He said, Wallace Wade, or what is that? You know who it was, the first coach in 20-something. He said he started the tradition of excellence. That's what this whole series is about. If you don't like it, fuck you.
Amen.
It's a tradition of excellence at Alabama.
That's right, Rev. Get them, brother.
That's what it is.
Yes, sir.
You don't like it, fuck you. That's what we are, and we're going to bring it back. Our current coach, You know, he can't help what the damn coordinators do. I mean, he has said that he controls the game. You know, I'm on this shit right, correct? I am.
Get on with it, you are.
But if he's fucking up, so be it. You know, are we not human? Are we all three of us not human? No, I disagree with you, brother. We are human. We fuck up. We do. Okay? But we're going to get it together, and this is our goddamn year. We've got the damn fucking players. We got the goddamn fucking coaches.
Amen, brother.
Offense and defense. Now, people says that about fucking damn. Let me put this down because I'm fucked up. So we got both of them. We got the defense. We got fucking Kevin, the real deal Steele, as my buddy says. We got him on the defense. Okay? Yeah. What did he go to? He went over here to the offense. Let's get somebody that's going to be good for that. Sorry, I am belching.
That's all right. Come on.
But he went up to where? To Notre goddamn Dame. Nobody's heard about this fella. Nobody. But our fucking coach said, Tommy Reese, he's a goddamn man.
That's right.
Whether or not he's the one or not, whether or not he is, I'm going to have faith in him because our coach, I know he fucked up with the last two that we had. I know that. And all of us seen that. All of us did. But this guy coming up, I think he sees something special in him. Maybe he's seen what Mal Moore seen in him. Did you hear me? I think Mal Moore, and he's gone. I think he is. He's not. God bless his heart if he is.
Yes, sir. He passed away.
I think our coach said, this is a man we need to go with.
Yeah.
Will y'all not just have faith in me on this for this year? Because this is a special year. We have defensive coaches that we got to deal with. Do we not? Kevin, but he's got a history with us. I grant you that. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. We have an offensive coach over here that we haven't even, but he's seen him. To me, he has seen him. And evidently, he put a little damn fucking whisper in his, hey, Coach Saban, this here guy, he's special. Okay, he got hurt. Okay. Have we not have hurt players before to come out and ball out for Alabama? Alabama, have we not?
That's right.
We have had them hurt. I don't know them right now because I'm on this shit. Okay? I'm on this shit. I grant you that. But I've got faith in the Bama tradition of excellence. What Barry Bryant said that he seen in our very first coach that started winning our championships. Y'all know what I'm on. What did he say about our very first coach that started winning championships? He said, this guy brings a tradition of excellence.
Yeah.
And that's what we got now. And we got it continuing. If you'll just have faith and believe, he'll make it come to pass.
Pass the play, baby.
We got some new one in the chat room of Mr. Rhett Pridemore. Rhett, thanks for joining us, brother. Glad to have you. Anytime you want to come in here, just holler at us, and we'll try to respond to you. Of course, he is an upgrade. I agree with you. Big upgrade from O'Brien. O'Brien couldn't coach his way in college football out of a wet paper sack. Now, he's a pro coach, and that's where he should have been. But he is not a college coach. But Brett, I appreciate you coming in the chat room and talking to us, big man. Like I said, if you got something to say, just pop it up there. Mr. Icebox, one of us will see it. We'll say something. We'll try to respond to you best we can. But you got the 2020 team when we stomped the living hell out of Ohio State, Mr. Williams?
Yeah, I got the that's my cue. I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah, catch your breath, huh?
I've just got to thinking about it. I've been seeing all these comments down here, and I could spend the rest of the night talking to them, but I had to make myself remember. We just want to talk about that poor old Ohio State team that thought they actually had a chance, and then they look up and Devontae Smith running wild on them too. He come in catching touchdowns in the championship game, went out going catching touchdown championship game.
I'm glad you said that because that gave me a chance to get a little more fucked up. So go ahead. Appreciate that, but yeah, I do have some shit there. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a bunch of guys on that team that year that that just from word go were just different. Mac Jones was the best quarterback in the country, and if he hadn't had Devontae Smith, I think Mac Jones would have won the Heisman Trophy that year because both of them were the best players in the country.
Now that game was played down in Miami, Florida, at the Hard Rock. If y'all remember that,
Hard Rock, yes sir, Hard Rock.
Yeah, I believe if I remember right, was that score 52-23 or not?
I think it's 52-24 or something like that. Yeah, 52-24 according to Jeff Stapleton. Yeah.
Anyway, in the first quarter, we was tied 7-7 at the end of it, and then in the second quarter, we scored 10. And Ohio State scored 10. I got to get my eyeballs right. Okay.
That's all right.
Ohio State was 7, and 10, and we scored 28. And then Ohio State scored a 7-pointer in the third quarter, and we scored 10, which is always good. We're ahead. And then we fourth quarter, Buckeyes scored a big goose egg. Yeah. They didn't score any in the fourth quarter, but Alabama scored 7. It should have scored more, but that's okay. Which brought the total up to what I got is 24-52.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Mac Jones showed out that game. I think Najee Harris was in that game too, if I remember correctly. He ran wild on them too. I mean, him and Najee, Devontae Harris and Devontae Smith and Najee Harris come in together, and I mean, they were a 1-2 punch like nobody we've ever had, Mr. Williams.
Hey, Jay, I got the rare breed and Pepsi going on for your information.
What you drinking?
Rare breed and Pepsi. Okay.
Yeah,
you're right there. We got 12 catches by Devontae Smith for 215 yards and 3 touchdowns. Najee Harris had 158 total yards in a total game of 3 touchdowns. Then we had Mac Jones, which is what this is, the tradition of excellence in the players. Mac Jones had a college football playoff passing record of 464 yards and 5 touchdowns, bro.
5.
Yeah.
Coach doesn't say okay, though.
And that's when we got the 6 natties. And guess what? 12 fucking years, Jogga.
That's right.
Can you do that? I don't know if there's anybody out there. Hey, anybody from over there to the right of Alabama?
Hello.
Can you score 6 in 12 years?
Talk to him, Will.
You ain't.
There you go.
We have, but you ain't. All right. Then we had
Roll Tide, brother. Roll Tide. Tell it to it. Bring it to him, brother.
Then we had Steve Sarkisian. This is what he did. He stayed even though was already hired by Texas. He was already hired. He could have left.
Yep.
He could have gone. But he said, what? I want to be with that daddy. What did he do? He got it. Did he not? He got it.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate that at start. What am I saying? I'm going back to fucking Avengers. What the hell?
Hey,
what the hell?
Get it?
But anyway, yeah. I mean, he stayed with us, and I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
But you're an opponent now. You're with the other team over there to the west of Alabama. I know that. You're with that. That's your choice. You decided to go, so that's your choice. So, but anyway,
that's a lot of money. Couldn't turn it down, Mr. William.
And this is what Chris Patterson said about Nick Saban Jr. I mean, Nicholas Lou Saban Jr., our original Nicholas Saban Jr., our original. This is what he said. He said Nick Saban embraced innovation during that game. He embraced it. Yep. He had it right up here. You know, we need to innovate. We need to do something different than what others are doing. You know, we need to do that. And he decided to do that. And one guy said that 2020 Mac Jones team would have beat. Now, I want to get this in the chat now. What do you think about this? This is what one guy said about Mac Jones. The team that they had that year would have beat the 2019 Joe Burrow's team. I believe they could.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't you?
Yes, sir. I think everybody agrees with that. Mac Jones and Joe Burrow are both good quarterbacks, but Devontae Smith, he is just him and Najee Harris, and that team was special. You're right, Mr. William.
Yes, sir. Now the MVP of that 2020 year, and I'm calling it that because honestly, folks, when I done my research, I'm gonna tell you, I claim it as 2020. My damn plaque here calls it 2020, but there's other out there where I looked at was counted 2021. But no, that's not right. No, it's for the season of 2020. Okay. So anyway, the MVP of that was number 6, Devontae Smith. And in the defense, it was number 58. And you don't hear this name a lot, Christian Barmore.
Christian Barmore, down lineman. Yes, sir. He's a disruptive force against Ohio State the whole game.
Yep. And guess what we was favored by? Guess what we was favored by that game? You remember? We was favored by 9.5. What was it?
9.5. Yeah. You're right. 9.5, 10. Yeah, and we beat the hell out of them.
Yeah, it was 52 to. I got 3 here. 24. I'm sorry, 52 by 24. We was number 1 ranked at 52, and number 3 ranked Ohio State by 54 with fucking Justin Fields. For real?
Right.
Justin Fields? Okay. Okay, what else I got? We got the announcers was Chris Fowler, of course. Play-by-play was by Kirk Herbstreit. Of course, that fucker got to be in on every damn championship game.
Yeah, but Kirk, he did call that game fair, though, William. He was fair for us against Ohio State, even though he graduated from there. I thought, now he called a fair game. He wouldn't like that damn David Pollock, you know, right there next to the greatest coach ever saying Georgia's took over. Georgia ain't took over shit except the state of Georgia. And that ain't nobody but Georgia Tech.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. And of course, the sideline commentary was by Mariah Taylor and was it Allison Williams?
Mm-hmm.
And then you had ESPN radio with Sean McDonough and Greg McElroy. Now, here is the statistics quarter by quarter, and this is all I got, folks. If y'all want to come in on something else, that's fine after this. But, yes, during the first quarter, we was tied at the end of it, 7-7. At the end of the second, 7. What the hell? I'm fucked up.
All right. Come on with it, preach. Come on.
Second,
you're doing good.
Ohio State had 10. We had 28. All right, third quarter, they scored 7 more points, and we scored 10 more points on top of that. And in the fourth, Ohio State didn't score any. None. 0.
Goose egg. Goose egg.
Yeah, Alabama scored 7, which brought it up to what? 24, Ohio State, Alabama, 52. And that's closing the book, roll goddamn tide, and we're going to do that this year.
Amen.
That's
You
right.
forgot something there, William.
Did I? Go ahead.
That was the COVID year, was it not?
It was correct.
And just how many SEC teams did we have to play that year while Ohio State just sat back?
Ohio State played 6 games, and we played all our home games against SEC opponents. Yeah, we had a lot harder schedule than they did.
What was it, the toughest schedule anybody's ever had? Or one
Oh,
of
Better
them?
be.
I'm
Yes,
glad you
sir,
come
no.
in, brother.
Yeah,
Go ahead. I'm going to take another drink. Go ahead.
I
Catch
just
your
wanted
breath.
to catch the trivia question. I know I didn't tell the last box. Well, I did, but it ain't been nothing we put down. And so I want to ask everybody in chat that's here. This ain't gonna be an easy one, but I didn't know it. But who are the 2 winningest quarterbacks in history? The 2 winningest quarterbacks in Alabama history. Y'all can take time to think about it. You know, we'll answer it in a little bit. But the 2 winningest quarterbacks in Alabama history. And I'll give you a hint. It ain't none of them before 1970 or 80. The 2 winningest quarterbacks since Alabama's been playing football. The 2 winningest quarterbacks. But let's see what they're saying in the chat room in here. So Stephen Hicks says, when Georgia loses Tennessee and Alabama, finding Bigfoot will be easier than seeing a Mutt fan. Amen, Mr. Hicks. Yeah, them Georgia freaks come in here and they all the time yakking off at the mouth, talk about they got this and they got that. We're going to be like looking for finding Bigfoot. We're going to find him before we find a Georgia fan up in there. I agree with you 100%. There's a DeAndre Ladonte. Don't we always have a harder schedule? Yeah, DeAndre. I'm sorry, Miss DeAndre. DeAndre Ladonte, welcome aboard. A roll tide to you. I'm glad to see you. Come on back every week at this same time, same bat channel. We're going to be here raising hell, cussing, and saying things. People going to shake the hand and go, what's wrong with that man?
I'm going to tell you straight up, man, and I ought to be ashamed because I've been going back before, you know, Joe Namath and all them, and, you know, and I don't know if that's the answer, but I'm not going to say because I'm going to let the chat room say it because I'm ashamed to say this. I don't know beyond that.
Don't be ashamed.
And I've got all the ones right here. I could go back and look it up, but I'm not.
Now, don't
But
be ashamed.
yeah, if that's your answer, him, you know, I'm not. But yes, I appreciate everyone in the chat. I'm fucked up. I'm feeling good. I got this breed going on.
I'll give you a
I
little
got
bit more.
116 in me, and I'm halfway through the second class. Halfway.
Oh, man. You're going to be Reverend Feel Good real shortly, but I'm going to give you another hint, guys. The winningest quarterbacks have not been around, but since the start of the 90s. So since the 90s, 2 quarterbacks have been the 2 winningest quarterbacks in Alabama history. I thought Joe Namath might have been in there. Of course, somebody in chat said Bart Starr. I'm sorry, Bart wasn't one of them. He's very good. But back then, they only played like 10 total games, and nowadays they play 14 and 15 games. So you got, you know, you come back 3 seasons within 2 years. But let's see. Anybody got a guess in there? George and Mr. Lambert, buzzing Feel Good. I hear you.
I don't mean to put you on the spot too, but and I'm sorry about this, folks. Really, those in the chat and us at 3 right here. But Bart Starr wasn't he around in the 80s or not?
No, Bart Starr was back in the 60s or 70s or early 60s.
Yeah.
He won the first 2 Super Bowls for Green Bay. He is a 17th round draft pick or 15th round draft pick back when they had draft picks way back then. But
so he was after Namath then, right? Or not?
no, he's before Namath.
Before, okay.
Yes, sir.
In the 50s then, right?
I can't remember what the years they actually played. I'm seeing if somebody pulled it up. Stephen Hicks says 60, so it's probably early 60s. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you too. It's if you remember the 1992 championship team, who was the quarterback there? Anybody in the chat room remember that?
Barker.
Barker.
That was Jay Barker.
He's one of them. He's one of the two winningest quarterbacks in Alabama history, and I never would have put him in that list. But the teams he played on, the defense we had, of course, our man sitting to your right there, Mr. Icebox, that's his favorite all-time game, that 92 championship game. So, but Jay Barker is the second winningest quarterback in Alabama history. Anybody want to guess who the winningest is? And I'll give you another hint.
AJ was guessing Sloan. Is that correct or not?
Right, you did say before the 70s.
No, it's after the 70s.
After the 70s.
After the 70s.
Okay, after the 70s. Okay. I didn't know.
I'll give you one more hit. He is the last before Bryce Young and before
Tagovailoa.
They won a national championship with him at quarterback. And I'll tell you this, is against them down in Notre Dame Fighting Irish, the quarterback against them.
AJ.
Miss America. AJ McCarron's all-time winners coach. All-time winners quarterback in Alabama, guys. I never would have guessed it, but AJ's number one by percentage points over Jay Barker.
AJ. I seen that, AJ. You right there, AJ Jones. You right. McCarron, I was thinking the same thing just as you put that up. Promise you, cross my heart. That had to be an AJ. Because that fucker, man, shit, he could do that shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, I never would have put Barker in that list. If somebody had asked me, I'd have guessed every quarterback cleaned up to Barker. Because, I mean, we won the 92 championship, sure enough, 34-13. We stomped the living hell out of the biggest mouth bunch of people in my life against them Miami Hurricanes. There's a bunch of playing like girls. Excuse me, Linda P. You're a better ball player than they are, sweetheart. But he absolutely Barker I think he threw for 13 yards in that Sugar Bowl, but we ran the ball all over him and we played defense, and that's how we won that championship.
I mean, I heard some bad things about Barker, and I don't know. I mean, I really don't.
Yeah.
But, if that's what he did, I feel for him. And, we all make mistakes, as our coach says now. We all do. Look at Tony Mitchell, what he's done. Bring it back to the future right now.
Barker supposedly, and if I'm wrong, I don't want to say it, but his wife put a restraining order on him. I'll say it like that. Now, I don't know other than that she did put a restraining order on him. So, but I don't want to get into, their personal life like that. Mr. Pridemore, yeah, he did play. AJ did play all 4 years. He didn't graduate. He didn't leave early like Tua Tagovailoa did. He did play. He was there the whole time. Now, he didn't start his first year, but he won the starting job with him and Sims against Penn State after that game. Go ahead, Mr. Icebox.
Yeah, go ahead.
Y'all keep at it, but Stephen Hicks, Nick Saban Jr. says sorry. He did not mean to time you out. His finger slipped. He did not mean to do that, bud. So don't think nothing of it. He was going to type something in and must have hit a wrong button. He didn't mean to do that to you.
Yeah,
all right, go ahead, guys.
That happens, man.
I bet he did it on purpose.
No.
Hey, no, this is on purpose.
Hey,
asshole.
AJ, I agree with you now. I mean, Notre Dame was talking more damn shit than what this fucker to the right of Alabama was. Yeah, wherever he is. Notre Dame was really talking shit. I agree with you on that. So, yes. I mean, Linda P., glad to see you out there, sweetie. Roll down tide, and all of you in the chat, every one of you, from the depths of my heart, I love each and every one of you. If you're a guy, sorry, it's as a brother. You take it as the rest of it, but roll down tide. My nipple gets hard still, so roll down tide. Go ahead.
We also, in that championship game against Ohio State when we beat them so bad, and Devontae Smith was showing out. He went out early in the third quarter, guys. So all them numbers pretty much was just for 2 quarters and 3 minutes of a game. If he'd played the entire game, he might have caught for 400 yards. I mean, he was on fire. They could not cover him no more than a man to moon. And it is amazing how how good that kid actually was from the start to the finish. If you could give me 4 wide receivers, I'd take 4 of Devontae Smiths every time. I mean, I know there's great ones out there, Jerry Rice and all that. I'm not saying nothing bad about anybody else. It just, as far as what he did in Alabama, Mr. Devontae Smith's the best wide receiver, in my opinion, to ever come through Alabama. We've had a lot of great ones with Julio Jones and Cooper and Ridley and Wright and all these guys. We had a wonderful time with them. Did y'all see who we're going to come back to the future, but did y'all see who Nick Saban had come in this year? Every year he had somebody come in. Like one year he had the Black Mamba come in, Kobe to talk to the team, and he's had different guys throughout the year to come talk to the team. Did y'all see who come in and talk to the team this year all season? Did you see it, Mr. Icebox, by any chance?
Who was that?
Nick Saban has somebody come and talk to the team every year. One year he had
No.
Kobe.
I don't know who he got this year.
Anybody down there in the chat want to throw it up there real fast? Do you think who Saban had come in there? Because, I mean, I like to involve. There you go, Rhett, Mr. Little Joe C. Pete Rose. And, Pete, you can watch the thing. He talks about it. He wasn't the most talented, but he is the most enthusiastic, in his words, most enthusiastic player anywhere. And he got kicked out of baseball for betting on baseball, and I agree you shouldn't. But to his defense, he only bet on his team to win every time. He never bet against his team. He bet on his team, and I would do. I'd bet on my team every Alabama game we play, Little Tennessee, Texas, Tennessee, Georgia, whoever. I'd bet on Alabama to win. And so, he got kicked out of baseball, but they actually said Pete Rose was a better football player than he was baseball, but the only reason he didn't want to play football because he didn't want to go to college. So he played baseball, and this on the Howard Stern show. He played baseball, because he didn't want to go on to college, and so he went straight into playing for a Cincinnati Reds organization. But get this, his dad was a coach, and his dad had connections to one of the talent scouts, what you call it, who was connected to the Cincinnati Reds organization. That's how he come to play for Cincinnati, because of it, connections for his dad. But I love Pete Rose, and I wouldn't know Pete. I wasn't a Cincinnati Red fan, but that dude, the heart, the hustle, the desire, the determination, that embodies what it is, the Bama standard. I mean, he could be considered the Bama standard walking around, because what it takes to break you. You never saw Pete Rose get broke. You never seen him quit. You never seen him back down from anything. And I've always enjoyed watching that man play. But Pete Rose, he's one of the most amazing people to ever play the thing. He was no black sock. Yeah, DeAndre, I agree with you.
Roll Tide there, George Lambert, Bobby Sprinkle. I love y'all too. You and Tammy both, man. Just show up tomorrow night on the show coming up tomorrow night. So yes, sir. I love you both, and y'all just keep on roll tiling. And George Lambert, Bama fans, we love you too. All of you, man, in the chat. I mean, I love you if you're a guy from right here. But I mean, if you're I'm just gonna say I love you too. I do. Roll Tide as a brother, Roll Tide as a sister. Roll Tide. And I'm gonna be Roll Tide till I die. And I put that in there in my comments. I am Roll Tide till I fucking
kill over dead, quit breathing, lying in the casket for 3 days gone.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
So Justin and all of you, Red Predmore and all of you, Van, if you're out there, I mean, sometimes you're out there. Roll down Tide, brother. Come on if you want to. We
Did
got
y'all
the man
see-
over here to the right, to the left of me right now. Might be to your right. I don't know which way this is. I'm on that shit.
Get on
But
it,
I'm
brother.
going to his head right there.
Yeah.
Come on, brother.
Big old headed
Come up.
thing. Oh, good
Now you
looking on the
fucking
left
with
side now. Look at there. He trying to confuse you. Y'all see in the paper or on the news somewhere? I watched it on 3 networks. Got Alabama online. I subscribed to it and I looked on there and I seen this. The Neal Collective Texas A&M is called the 12th Man. Ours is called Yay Alabama. There's one of them at least. But because the IRS is checking into something, and I'm not sure about the ins and outs on it, so I ain't gonna say too much about it other than the fact to say that Texas A&M's NIL collective has shut the doors right now. They're done for the time being because the IRS is stepping in. They want the government. Everybody says, "Hey, government, get in here." Okay, they're in there. They want their money. So I mean, Saban saw this back when it first started popping up. What was going to happen? Everybody said, "Oh, you're just scared because now we can pay as much as y'all did." And Saban saw it. And every time somebody doubts Saban, then something typically goes his way, and you're like, "Well, Saban saw it before everybody else did. He's always 3 steps ahead."
Yes, sir. And it'll continue that way. It will continue that way. And Rhett, yes, he keeps them straight. Yeah, Van and Spencer, they keep me straight, So
Roll Tide, Van. I didn't see you come in the chat room unless you just
Roll Tide, man. Glad to see you, brother. Come on in here if you want to. But we only got 3 minutes. But I've enjoyed this, man. I was wanting to go on another topic to cover up what we had for.
Well, I forgot about that.
You made it. You made it.
If you want,
but maybe
hey, save it. Yeah, save. No, don't worry about. I'm not going to use it tomorrow. We'll save it for next Friday.
Or
it's a good topic. It's a good topic. So let's save it.
Or if they want to do it on Tuesday, I'm okay with that. I'm just putting it out there.
Yep, but I thought it was a great topic.
I didn't mean to carry it on, so guys, sir.
That's no problem. We made it, and I'm glad, and we had a good time. I think we did. So, yes, sir. So, we have a good topic that's coming up for either Tuesday night, or either tomorrow night, Tuesday night, or if we do it Friday.
That was a good one that you come up with, so I'm not going to touch it.
Yeah, it's a good one. I agree with you. It's exactly.
I want you to go off on it.
Yeah,
okay.
I apologize for that.
Don't worry, we'll have plenty to talk about tomorw.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah. Oh, all right. I look forward to it because
before we get off here, I want to bring this up also. If y'all watching the charts and listening to people talk about the depth chart, I ain't worried about any of that. They saying that was it Caden Proctor? No, Latham. I think it's J.C. Latham, my right tackle. They said he's up to 360 pounds. But, he looks good at 360. So our right tackle is, 6'6", 360. And if Pritchett or Caden Proctor's at left tackle, they're like 6'5", 340. I mean, my God, how big can a human being get, still be a teenager? 360 pounds, and he's in great shape, working out and all. I said he looks good and everything. So, I mean, can you imagine somebody 360 pounds hitting you?
Yeah, that's a lot of damn weight.
More than once. I'd be like, time the hell out. I'm going to, hey, coach, send somebody else out here. He ain't beating up on me for 4 quarters. 360 pounds. And this is a humongous man. And, my favorite players are the big boys up front, like Jaheim Otis on the other side, and, of course, you got the rest of the guys on the offensive line. It's going to be humongous. Pritchett, if he starts. And somebody brought up something about Pritchett, and said he was going against a first string compared to Proctor. He was going against the second string, and the reason why Proctor looked so much better maybe than Pritchett. And hey, there's something to be said about that. Pritchett might have been facing stiffer competition, but I'm gonna tell you, that's good. The more guys we got like Pritchett and Proctor in there, the better we're gonna be. We're back tomorrow. We're gonna be back running over guys, and I mean it's gonna be just like the Notre Dame game. We're gonna run the ball wherever we want to, and we're gonna throw little short play action passes and go ball, throw it deep. We got the tight ends, we got the wide receivers, we damn sure got the running backs and the offensive line, and all you hear about is, oh, the quarterback, oh, the quarterback. Well, let me time out. Who's Tennessee's quarterback coming back? What's he done? He had one game. What about Tennessee? What Tennessee or Georgia? What about Georgia's quarterback? What's he done? You ain't hearing about that, and all the teams that are coming back, you're hearing just Alabama. Ooh, Alabama's quarterback. Alabama. I'm going to tell you what, either Milroe's going to be a great starter, Ty Simpson's going to be a great starter, or Buckner's going to be a great starter. Now, the other two is along with shot, Lonergan and Holstein. They got a long shot, but we're going to be fine at quarterback. We're going to be great at quarterback. Don't worry about it. A.J. McCarron was never supposed to be a world beater, but what did he do? Hey, I mean, he won, what, 3 championships when he was at Alabama? He started 2 of them. So we're going to have a lot of stuff to brag about and have fun with, guys, this year. Yeah, I agree with you, Mr. Brian Green. Hey, roll tide, Mr. Brian Green. Glad to see you in the chat room, brother. Anytime you want to get in there, just talk, and we'll have something to say for you. Roll tide to you. Bama offensive line will be bone crushing. Yes, sir. I got another name for them, too. They're called the soul crushers. They're going to just run over, just crush your bones and crush your body and just soul crusher. But you're right, bone crushers. Eric D says, roll tide. Okay, Brenda Banks and George Lambert. Eric, I don't know if I've seen you in the chat room before. Welcome aboard. Come on in here and have fun with us, guys. That's what we're here for. Y'all got some questions, pull them up. If we can see them, I'll be glad to try to answer them. Except for that damn Van Edwards. Van, I'm just kidding. But if y'all got
homegrown cowboy, we're glad to see you here.
Rhett Pridemore, Miss Brenda Banks, she's always welcome. Homegrown cowboy, yeah, I've missed him a while ago. I didn't see him coming through. Ty Simpson, you think he will be, Justin? You think Ty Simpson could be our starting quarterback, huh?
DeAndre LaFont, glad to see you in here, fella. Sure.
Question to the panel of 6-0. Will Florida State leave the ACC and possibly join the SEC? That's a very good question, 6-0. It's according to how much money they can get. And if you want to get money, the SEC makes more money than any other conference than out there, the Big 10 or Big 12. And sooner or later, it's going to be 3 conferences. I don't know what they'll call the SEC then, but that's the conference you want to be in because that's going to be the mega conference where all the big boys play.
Yeah. I want to ask you that question that Eric D just said there. What do you think about this? Said we're going to run the ball and pass. It's going to be a balanced attack. Do you think we're going to see both of that?
Yeah, but
I think it depends on which quarterback we got in there. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I mean, this is your show. Like I said, I think it'd be like it was 60-40, 60 run, 40 pass, unless we find a weakness in somebody's defense. If it's their offense, if it's their defensive front or in their secondary, we're going to take advantage because we can. We got the tools to run it, to pass it, to shove it up your butt if we want to, and then take it back out and run it for a touchdown and spike the hell out of it.
Yeah. And I know homegrown, is he not an Alabama fan or somebody else? I don't know. I think he is, but
homegrown Cowboy. He says Linda Roll Tide, so I think he is an Alabama fan.
Yeah, I don't know, but if you are, hell yeah, you part of the family, brother. Come on in here every time. Every Friday at 7:00, me and AT, this fella here over to this side.
Here I am.
This fella here. AT, we got it on Friday, and we be glad to have you. I mean, we finished this series on a tradition of excellence continues, which is what Bear Bryant came up with in 1956, whenever he was talking about the very first coach that started this tradition of excellence, which is the one that brought us all these 18 national championships.
That's right.
Brother Wallace Wade. He said Wallace Wade was one of a kind. He started the tradition of excellence. And that's why we've continued. We've done it through the coaches, and now we finished up with the national championships of our goddamn players.
Yep.
But it's not finished.
Nope.
We are still continuing. That state to the right of Alabama, that state to the right, you hear this and you hear this good. I'm on the shit. Fuck you motherfuckers. But to the right of Alabama, you ain't getting what you think you're going to get. But this right here by Alabama. Alabama.
Yeah, I see that spam, bro.
Everybody says, well, you can't win with a new OC. You can't win with a new DC. You can't win with new players. Watch and fucking see, motherfuckers.
There you go.
This is our goddamn year.
Yep.
We're coming for you. Just believe that. Stephen Hicks, I know you love this, brother, but it's going to happen. We know that. Linda P., we coming with a boom. We coming with it.
Boom, deal.
All y'all rest of you motherfuckers in the damn SEC, fucking Big Ten, y'all ain't shit. We'll beat the hell out of you. Big 12, we'll beat the hell out of you. ACC, Clemson, we fucking beat you. You know, I don't know if Florida State, they claim to have a team. We'll beat the fuck out of you. We did that back whenever we started our first game. We put that goddamn quarterback out. We put him out for the whole season.
Yes, sir.
For the whole season.
Tell them, get them, William.
So we're doing that this year with what we've got, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to, as they say, kick ass. And that's right, whoever said that, Brittany B. We're going to kick their goddamn ass. Then we're going to write their goddamn name down. This is the one we took out. Cool. I hope y'all in the goddamn media get that. Write their goddamn names. Who is this here we put down? Who is this here? That's right. We're going to do it. This is our year. We're going to bring that natty back to where it belongs in Tusca goddamn fucking Lusa. Mark it down. There it is. Go ahead. I'm sorry, AT. Go ahead.
Don't be apologizing for it, brother. Let the passion flow. Let the feelings go. We're going to kick their ass. That's all we know. We don't care about their names. We just want to kick their ass and then walk to the sideline and tell their girlfriend, did you see what we just done to your boyfriend? You don't want that. You know, come on back over on this side of the field, you know, and we're gonna be all right. We go. I said, Van Edwards, it's go time. I hear you, big boy.
Go time. You can come on, man, if you want to. Come on, brother.
We got 5 running backs that can play for anybody, anywhere, anytime. I mean, we're gonna be loaded to the gills, guys. I mean, Jace McClellan, remember that. Jace McClellan, and I think he is going to be the breakout player on offense this year. I know everybody, we got other running backs. Justice Haynes will be, he's going to be a great one too. But something in the air just tells me that, damn you, William.
Van, it's what Van said. I'm sorry.
That's
all right.
That's all right. Yeah, Spencer, I tell you what, he can't help himself. He is what he is. But in the chat room, y'all can think about some questions, especially for tomorrow night. We're going to be coming on with Mr. Icebox Show, and we're going to be talking about stuff. And if you got questions and you remember them, write them down if you want to or something. And Mr. William, and we'll be here. We'll answer your questions all the best we can. It's going to be a fun year. We're going back to kicking ass, and we ain't going to worry about you again. We ain't going to worry about it.
Yeah. I do want to say one thing.
Feel good. Come on, Will.
I do want to say one thing if you're finished there, if you're finished what you thought. But
yeah, go ahead.
I do have I ordered a T-shirt, and if I don't wear it tomorrow night, you'll definitely see it Tuesday night, which I've been advised to wait until Tuesday night. But yes, sir.
Linda P says she's so Bama built until my blood is crimson. Yes, ma'am, Linda P. Yes, ma'am. I'm glad you're here tonight. Mr. Brenda Banks, good night. Yeah, I'm glad to see y'all in here. Eric D, Kick-Ass State.
AT.
I'm here
Shut the
sometimes.
fuck up. Shut up.
bro.
Damn it.
Where's that damn button?
Jeez.
I ain't got that button. Give me that button.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now.
hell. God.
Don't mess with the producer.
Oh, damn, if I find that button, I'm gonna mail it to you and I'm gonna push it. Shit.
All right, guys.
That's been a good
I take it
night.
that. Shut up. Damn.
We got all right, fellas. Roll down,
No, we
guys. Let's
don't.
have a party. Woo!
No, we don't.
Oh,
All right, well, I mean, if y'all want to keep going, I'll click back out and I'll go do something else for a while.
I don't care, man. Shit. I'm feeling good.
I hear you. All right. Now, that ought to be the end of it, fellas. I'm going to take it. Y'all had your last words. Lord, I heard enough of them.
Well, you're welcome to come on here and talk to their icebox to just disappear.
No, I'm just here to help. That's all. All right, guys. Seriously, do y'all have any last words?
No, I'm done. We've had a great night. I appreciate everybody showing up. Mr. Pridemore and all the new people in the chat room, thank you for coming in. And don't forget the channel and everything. Just let everybody know. Hit that link and come on in and watch us. Hit the subscribe button, comment, and let us know what you want to know. We'll definitely answer it.
All right. Webb, you got anything? Empty. That's all.
All right, quiet. I've got it there almost.
I heard the eye sitting at the bottom. Man, you know I don't threaten you before every show, just every other one.
Hey, I even invited him to come on, man. He's welcome here anytime he wants to.
I know.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, make sure, we're going to be on tomorrow. I haven't decided time. It'll probably be around 7:38, but you'll get an early notice. Let's see.
Look what Land told you down there real quick.
Yeah, that's them. There's my
the Impossible George Jones stoner.
Chuck, the glasses. Yeah. Sometimes it helps me. So I call it my daggum Johnny Depp glasses. But anyways, catch us tomorrow night, 7:30 or 8.
She gave me the bird. She gave me the bird.
Is your ass done too?
Pretty much. I'm part of where I washed. I mean, call me, I'm done. I've had a good time tonight, fellas. I really have.
Good deal. Good deal.
We got Monday night, Matt Cadell. We've got Tuesday night, Rolling with a Tide. And then Friday night, we are extended. And then we got
Thursday night.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Thursday night. You're correct. I'm sorry. Go ahead and say that. Go ahead.
Thursday night.
Okay. But you have Nick Saban Jr.
You're the boss of the show, baby.
Two greats there.
Nick Saban Jr. Be on Thursday night, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern.
Tune in.
So I believe you already said Macadale. Rolling with the Tide Tuesday nights. Well, we keep on. We'll have the whole week covered.
Man said he's Thor.
Featuring Thor, yeah.
Man, Loki than Thor. He ain't no damn Thor. He look like Loki.
All right. Y'all was rolling so well with the chats, I just gave up on it for a while.
It's okay.
Love each and every one of you. Shorty.
All right, guys. All right, let's give them a roll tide. Let's get out of here. Oh, hang on. One other thing. I got to do this right here. Thank you, Joey, for letting us use the platform, get on here and have some fun and mess around a little bit and enjoy with all the chat room and all the guys. Y'all been great tonight in the chat room. So we want to wish y'all a roll tide.
Thank you, Mr. Joy. I appreciate it, brother. Without you, we wouldn't be here. Thank you, Mr. Joy, so much.
Yep. All right, guys, give them a roll tide. Let's get out of here.
Roll.
I'll see if you can do it.
Tide.
Get out of here, everyone.